Yeah.
So, like, Kraven, are you like a pedophile or some shit?
Honestly, bro, yes. Yes, I am. I
What
think
the f?
I
children
mean,
are
fuck.
very sexual beings,
That's
and I
ill.
feel like Western society has it backwards. There's nothing wrong with an adult male finding a infant female attractive. Does I
Dude,
mean,
you
bro,
are
like,
fucked up.
It's
if
kind of
she
fucked up,
wasn't...
don't you think?
Yeah,
No,
you
bro,
fucked
no,
up.
bro, you've just been conditioned to think that by Western society. If you look in all these African tribes, like, it's a pretty normal thing, you know?
Like
Know what I'm
Orta?
saying?
Is it just like circumcision? Like, I'm
We
confused.
don't talk about that around here, Vasari.
Right, right. I just heard African tribe.
None in front of the Zonoa.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
so
whoa.
like, do you have any connections to like Orta or Ricky or?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
But you're like in Sentinel. Does that mean like you're like an informant or like a spy or maybe even like a sympathizer?
As Ricky would say himself, am I? Am I in Sentinel?
Oh,
Question mark?
so no. What about you? What's your affiliation with Ricky?
Do I have an affiliation with Ricky?
Are you a
Yeah,
pedophile?
I've had.
Does he? Is there any
I
evidence
mean,
of
am
this?
I?
I mean, you date Orta. What happened in that relationship?
Well, I mean, it wasn't really much. The only thing that really kept me going was the Orta part. I really saw Ricky Lane inside of her. I just thought she'd be a good addition to the Ortarian Order.
Right, right. Like, so were you like sent in there by Ricky into like DL, like as like a mission to like get her a part of the Ortarian Order?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he went to me and he was like, bro, no, I didn't say that. He's very professional. I don't like talking to him because, I'm very unprofessional and all that shit. But he was like, you got to go date this Morta chick. And I was like, I mean, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, eating's kind of whack, bro. And he was like, yeah, but she has Orta in her gamer tag. And I was like, you know what? You're right, bro. Hail Orta and all that shit. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hail
like you're
fucking
now in
Orta.
Sentinel. Does that mean like you're both like
am I
agents in
am I in
Sentinel?
Sentinel though?
Like,
Is he in
like, are
Sentinel?
you guys trying to get Sentinel a part of the
But
Ortarian
but
Order?
am I in Sentinel?
I mean,
Who's
I
to
don't
say
know.
that
I don't know.
Sentinel isn't a part of the Ortarian Order? Who's to say that
Yeah.
isn't already a thing? Right? Like,
Oh.
Exactly
No,
like
like,
my point, bro.
alright, so like going back to like the whole pedophile thing,
Alright.
like Craven, you're
To the
taking over
gallows.
Sentinel pretty soon here. Like, does that mean like Sentinel supports pedophilia? And like, is there gonna be a pedophilia ring, like a sex ring, going through Sentinel and stuff?
yes. Our affiliates, Wolf Legion,
Oh god, I'm so
Midnight
glad.
Alpha, and all those, all that shenanigans, that was, we were involved in it. We were involved in those shenanigans.
Now,
Sentinel
do
Command is filled with
Ortarians, like, I'm
pedophiles.
assuming you guys are Ortarians, like, how, like, does circumcision work on, like, the Ortarian side of things? Like, is that, like, a thing? Or is that, like, not a thing? Like, what
Ortarians,
is, yeah.
newborn babies are left on the side of a hilltop, a very specific hilltop. And on this hilltop, they're left there overnight, kind of like how the Spartans did in history.
Right.
And once we go back and we see these malnourished, like barely alive babies, what we do then is we'd get our glorious blade, and Rahelian himself would christen the baby before Anok, Paladin 50, would grab this blade, ignite it in flame, and slice the foreskin off the top of the baby. And from that point forward, that baby is now an Orta.
Hail Orta.
Some pretty hail Orta. Hail honor, hail victory, hail
Hail
Orta.
victory, hail Orta.
Dude,
That's
that's some
fucked
real
up.
shit. Yeah,
That's
that's
some real
messed up.
fucked up shit, bro.
Like,
That's your perception of
jeez.
fucked up.
Is it really fucked up though?
I mean,
Is it
like,
really?
No, no, think about it.
I'm all for circumcision, but what's up with the whole leaving them there every night? Like, what's that for, you know?
We have no space for weakness in our order. No space for weakness.
So like you just leave the baby out there to
For
defend for
personally, for me,
itself.
it took me 5
I've,
days
like-
to make my way back to camp.
Now I heard a
Yeah.
legend that Zonoa was the first baby
I
to
ate my own
foreskin
feet.
or to circumcise himself. Is that true?
Well,
Like
When I
while
was
you were out
born.
as a baby, you found a rock.
yeah,
over your
when I
shoulder.
was born, my mom and my father were very weak. They kind of got casted out by the Ortarian Order, and to find my way back into the Ortarian Order, I had to make my way there. It was a long, treacherous
Right.
journey, crawling in my walker. It got to a point where I needed to eat, or else I wasn't gonna make it. And what other part of my body is more useless than the foreskin to eat? So I pulled out my little baby knife that I have, and I just cut off my foreskin, and I ate it. And I slowly made my way to the Ortarian Empire.
Do you not cook it up or anything?
See, now I heard that's like
I'm
a
a
part
baby, I
of the
don't know.
culture, like just in general, like in the Ortarian culture, like eating your own foreskin. Like I heard that's like a manlyhood, like stepping away, like hey, like fuck my foreskin. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
Like,
In the
I heard
Ortarian
that's like
Empire, it is a delicacy.
right.
You consume weakness. What we strive for.
not
We
just
strive for
ours,
strength.
And your
not
foreskin's
just
your
ours, but the
weakness.
enemy's foreskins
Yes.
too.
Foreskin is an extremely sensitive part of the male body, and it also
Right.
protects the glands of the penis, which makes it even more sensitive. That is weakness. Our soldiers must be immune to pain.
Strong.
They're going to survive any sort of damage dealt to them by the enemy.
Right.
Can't have
no,
our
I
guys
understand that.
crippling over in pain in the midst of battle when they're fighting for the glory of the Ortarian Empire.
Yeah, I feel like definitely if they had their foreskin, you know, that would be a big sign of weakness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree.
Now, like, what of like the women and children in Orta, especially with like the pedophilia ring? Like, how are
We eat
children
them.
treated and stuff? Oh, okay.
Our women
Yeah.
are so close to being classified as men that they're hardly women. They're hardly seen as women. They're so
Do they have
manly.
penises?
Some
Yeah.
do.
But do they
Some
keep
do.
their foreskin because they're women?
Some.
Like,
Well, that's how you tell the difference. They're
no.
born. If they're not born with the foreskin, then they're a woman. But if they aren't born with a penis at all, we just eat them.
oh, I see, I see. No, it's definitely really
Penis is the
interesting, like,
Ortarian
culture of
Knight's
Orta.
practicing weapon. It's a practicing.
Yeah, like I've
we
worked
use
with
it in our
Ricky
sword
Lane
dueling.
so much, but he's always so secretive about his culture. Like I was never really to fully experience it, you know?
Well, have you ever seen The Walking Dead, the TV show? Like, you know
Yeah,
how those
yeah,
like
I've seen
guys
it.
are like, I am Negan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am Ricky Lane.
Dude, that
Zonoa,
makes a lot of sense.
who are you?
I'm Ricky Lane.
I am Ricky Lane. Hail honor, hail victory, hail Orta.
Hail honor. Hail victory. Hail Orta.